Okay, hello YouTube. Thanks for watching. So this video is a little bit of training. I've been asked to do this a video like this because there are some, newbies, people who just need a little bit of understanding about how to set up a funnel, how to create lead capture pages. Now, obviously, I myself do create a lot of lead capture pages, and I share those pages out in the form of a share code. So for those that are completely brand new to this and have absolutely no idea what a lead capture page is, basically this is an example of a lead capture page. Okay, it's really in its simplest form. It's basically a form. Okay, you've got a little box here where somebody can type in an email. They click this button, and on the very next page, they are given information about the very thing that they were curious about. Okay, they just simply wanted more information. Why do we not give them the information right on the front? Well, because most people will prejudge something, and if you're going to, it's another reason why we don't send people directly to a corporate page when we're referring them to a business opportunity or whatever, is because they will take one look at whatever the business is or whatever. They might prejudge it, and then you'll never see them again. But the advantage of collecting their email address before they they're given all the information is so that we have another opportunity to nurture them, support them. It might sound kind of something that somebody's not going to want to do. They don't want to put in their email address because they feel that you're going to bombard them with a lot of junk or whatever, or stuff that they're not going to be interested in. But at the end of the day, I mean, that really depends on you. What we're trying to do is, rather than make it look like we're just going to scam them or spam them or just send loads and loads of emails that nobody wants and people just end up ignoring. What we're trying to do is to build a relationship. And the purpose of a lead capture page is to simply collect the lead, and on the inside, we're not necessarily giving them information about our business opportunity. We might just simply want to collect the lead and give them information about some kind of piece of value, or get them on our funnel so that they can check out the training or some kind of free offer or some kind of lead magnet, where they get access to some really valuable stuff that they're prepared to give you their email address in exchange to get some quality value. So they're more likely to potentially partner up with you. So here are some examples of some lead capture pages. Okay, here's a lead capture page. It's got a typical headline and a sub-headline. It doesn't necessarily have a video on it because we want them to get them on the inside so that they get the information. So it doesn't tell them a huge amount, but what they're thinking is they're piquing their curiosity when they want to get on the inside. Here's another lead capture page, but in this case, this is a video page. Okay, it's got a video on it. Sometimes people say that the risk of using a video squeeze page is that it's it's possibly going to give them a little bit too much information, and once they get too much information, they're thinking, okay, well, I sort of understand what that is. I'm not going to opt in. But again, it really depends on what sort of video you're doing. If you give them too much information in the video, in other words, if the video is too long, then they're probably not going to be willing to opt in. Another difference about this particular lead capture pages is asking for the name and the email address. Some lead capture pages might even ask for more information, like a phone number. I'm not going to say that which is better. Obviously, the more information it collects, potentially the better the lead is going to be. Sometimes where you have a lead capture page where you only have the email address that they're collecting, you're possibly going to get a lesser quality lead. Okay, and it's going to be less personal when you're sort of messaging them after they become a lead, so that you don't know their first name or whatever. But on the other hand, you're more likely to collect a lot more leads. But that might not be what you're looking to do. You don't, there's a difference between collecting less leads if they're going to be a lot more high quality leads versus collecting vast numbers of leads if they're going to be low, a lot of low quality leads. So you want to sort of balance out. And what I tend to tell people is set up a bunch of capture pages and do some split testing. You know, you can have a page like this that's very generic, and on the whole, I found that pages like this, are very simple, and they tend to work better in many ways. They tend to have more of a higher opt-in rate. Some people have seen these kind of pages. They've got a very, very exciting background, simple call to action, very little text, and it tends to get more people on board. It's got some scarcity. It's got a countdown timer. Some people might even think, let's take out the name field and just have an email field, and that'll get a lot more opt-ins. But on the other hand, you might not get very high quality leads on the inside. But it can depend. Another lead capture page option doesn't have a video on it. Another option there, and another option there. But here's another option. But you might think the downside about this one is that the form that you want them to connect on is below the fold. What does it mean by below the fold? It means that the form is actually hidden. They have to actually scroll down in order to get on the form. So that's might be an issue. Okay, and also it's got a video here. It looks like a good page, and this page has been responsible for collecting a lot of leads, in all honesty. I've tested similar pages like this by simply taking the video out and doing split testing, and I've had mixed results. In some cases, I've had more opt-ins without the video because the form was above the fold, so they didn't have to scroll down. But I've had another set of headlines and a bit more text in replace of that video. So it can vary depending on the people. The other issue about this page is got a little button here. So there's other distractions. Sometimes I see people putting in Leads Leap ads or banners on their lead capture page. This is a mistake. People shouldn't really do this. The purpose of a lead capture page is it has one call to action, and that's it. You've got nothing else. It should have nothing else on there. No other choices. No banners. No buttons. The only call to action is just simply the opt-in. Okay, that's all you're trying to do is to collect the opt-in. That's why sometimes you don't want too much information. Let me just share with you guys the different types of lead capture pages. So in all its simplicity, here we have a simple lead capture page. It's just got a headline, it's got a sub-headline, and a call to action. Okay, that's all this is, and these have been proven to work time and time again. Here is an example of a similar page, but in this case, you've got a video. Okay, so people watch a video. They've got a little bit more information. Do these work? Yes, they do. But sometimes you can run the risk of giving out too much information because you've got a video here. But on the other hand, if the video is short and reasonably generic, it's a little bit like, when you're, I suppose it's, when you have a kind of a trailer for a movie, okay, and you have like literally it's only a few minutes long, the trailer for a video, a movie that people are really excited about, like a Star Wars movie. And people know that there's a lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation, and they pull out the first trailer for the movie, and people watch it, and you are more excited than before you watch the video. That's the kind of video that you want. You want something that doesn't tell you so much about the opportunity. It certainly doesn't tell about what the opportunity is. It certainly doesn't tell you about what the company name is, because then people will go off onto Google and they'll search out the company name. They'll see a whole lot of negative stuff. Maybe typically with any successful network marketing company have its fair share of negativity. So that's the worst thing you can do. So another thing is that, like, when you've got a what do you call it, like a soap opera or a drama, when you get to the end of one drama series, you have a cliffhanger, and all you want to do is you watch the next episode, and you can't wait until the next episode. That's the kind of thing you want to leave people feeling after a video on their capture page, so that they can't bear to sort of leave it at that. They have to put their email address here and click next. So sometimes a video squeeze page can certainly work, and it does a very, very good job. Here's another option where you've got the headline, you've got the sub-headline, you've got a video on the squeeze page, but you can't see the form because, as I said, it was below the fold. Okay, I gave you an example. You have to scroll down in order to see the form, which is below. Another option is where you've got a what we call a two-step opt-in. Okay, so here you can't even see the form because all you can see is a button. Okay, so this is what we call a two-step opt-in. Okay, they have to click the button and then opt in. So when they click the button, a pop-up window pops up, and they have to put their email address and click another button. This is a two-step opt-in. Actually, psychologically, this has been proven to do pretty well. Okay, and the reason is because it's that psychological thing. They've already taken action. Now they're going to follow through with that action, and they're going to actually put the email address in there and click the button, and they're going to go on to the next page. Why do I think this works? And honestly, I have done this a lot of my capture pages. I think it does work very well, and I've done a lot of capture pages like this because people once they take action with one thing by clicking the button, thinking that they were going to straight onto another page immediately by clicking that button, when they realize, okay, there's a pop-up window that pops up here, I've taken action now, I might as well follow through with it and go the next step and take the action and put my email address in. So it is a kind of a psychological thing that has been proven, and so these two-step opt-ins do tend to work. The downside about these ones is that they're slightly harder to set up, I could certainly create share codes with this, but it would require an extra share code in order for you to get a pop-up. So on the whole, I haven't shared out share codes like this because some people struggle with figuring out how to set up a pop-up window. But they're good if you know how to set those up. Another one, what I didn't really mention this before, but this option is not even a lead capture page. What this page is a what we call a splash page. Okay, and these splash pages, when you click the button, you're not actually going to be filling in a form. You're going straight in onto a page where you can get access to the information. Now, I suppose the downside about this is that you're not collecting leads. But on the other hand, the good thing about this is that they get instant access to what they were hoping to get. But I still wouldn't use a splash page and then send them to a link to a corporate website. I think it's quite good with Live Good in some ways. So when they click here, they go straight to another page in a pop-up window. Okay. On a separate tab in your browser. I mean, sometimes the advantage of this is that if you're advertising on things like traffic exchanges, this can open up into a new window while they're still surfing. Sometimes people get irritated when they're in the middle of surfing other people's websites on the traffic exchanges. They don't want to leave the traffic exchange. So sometimes a lead, a splash page can be a good thing. Because it'll open up into a new tab, rather than what I see some people doing on traffic exchanges is they actually put the link to the corporate website. But the reason why I think that Live Good in some ways is okay to do this is because Live Good also has a lead capture page. I mean, in a way, this is actually a lead capture page, and that's exactly what it is. You put your first name, last name, email address, and that really, in a sense, is a lead capture page. So yeah, not a bad thing to do, but obviously a lot of people have already seen this page. So to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't send them directly to the Live Good tour page. I would send them to another page that allows them to download something for free, maybe to give them a bit of value, and gives them another call to action where they can get onto your mailing list to get access to some even greater, options or whatever, or value. Anyway, I mean, so yeah, as I say, this video was really about how to set up a funnel, lead capture pages. But what do you do after the lead capture page? What do you lead them onto? Well, then we talk about, what we call bridge pages. So what is a bridge page? Now, some people call them thank you pages or redirect pages. So why do I call them a bridge page? I mean, it's not my terminology. Okay, I didn't coin the term bridge page. It's a term that used in the marketing space. A bridge page is what bridges between the lead capture page and what the offer that you're trying to get them onto. So it's that's why they call it a bridge page. So it gives them more information. They're already subscribed to your mailing list, and you give them access to grab a position on your business or whatever. But sometimes, you want to have extra information, you want to have some training, you want to have some extra value, you want to give them access to a share code or other bits of information. In fact, in some ways, you don't necessarily need to send them straight to a page where they get access to everything. You might want to send them to a page where it teaches them how to activate their subscription on your mailing list. Okay, so that you're actually not giving them the information on the redirect page, because once they've got the information, why should they, activate their email address on your mailing list? So in a way, you're not really actually collecting the lead. You're just giving away something for free, and they haven't actually opted into your mailing list, which defeats the whole object. So sometimes you don't necessarily want to give them immediate access to the information that they were curious about. The other thing is that you don't necessarily give them access to your primary business initially. You might want to get them on your mailing list, but while they're there, the bridge page could be a place where they get access to some valuable bit of information, or maybe a low ticket offer, something that costs them about $1 or $2 or $7 or whatever, so that they can take action with that, or maybe some valuable traffic that helps them in their current business. Because remember, a lot of people you're going to be sending your traffic to or sending your website to are going to be people who are already in the network marketing industry, or people who are already opportunity seekers. So they're probably already in a business opportunity. So when you're presenting them with a business opportunity of yours, they may not be interested because they're already in another business opportunity. But so all the more reason why you might want to just give them some access to some really powerful traffic sources, or maybe a free marketing system or a lead magnet or something like that they could use, even though they're in another business. And then, once you nurture them in your mailing list and you give them a lot of value, and you show that you care and you're a real person, then of course they're gonna be interested to find out more about your business opportunity, and that's what you can continuously do in your email follow-ups. Here's another bridge page, or a thank you page or a redirect page. Here's another page, which is a bridge page. Gets them the video that they were looking to get, and then they click here and they get onto the information. Another bridge page here, which is served to me really well. They get to sign up. They get access to a 7-day training, which is valuable. Okay, and they get to join Leadsleep under you, so it's a multi-stream income funnel. Okay, because they join Leadsleep, they are urged to join Leadsleep because they see that they can actually get access to some really valuable funnels here. So you're giving a lot of value because they can get share codes, all right, and then access the full training, which is the Leadsleep training that I've created, and all in all, it's a pretty powerful funnel that has been responsible for allowing me to collect a lot of leads. So basically that concludes the training. But I mean, in a nutshell, what I've shared with you here is, what's the point of a lead capture page, all right, and the different types of capture pages that you can use. What do you do after they've opted in on the lead capture page? You collect their email and you send them over to what we call a bridge page, or a thank you page, or a redirect page, depends on what you call it, what you want to call it. the bridge page or the thank you page can have all kinds of different offers on them. They could have a lot of value, free value, training, or whatever you want to do. But the most important thing in all this, if I was going to just sort of narrow it all down, what your whole goal here is to simply collect leads. That's your end goal. I know people automatically think, oh, I want to get a sign up. I want to get a sign up. Guys, what you really need to do is to build relationships in this industry. Okay, everyone's so desperate to get signups. Yes, signups are the ultimate, that's what we're here to do. We get to get signups. But not every sign up is going to do anything. You could get hundreds of signups, but if they're not going to do anything, what's the point? So that's why, I've been doing this for years, and every single person that I've been able to work with pretty much in this industry over the years that I've been doing it once came from a cold lead. Okay, I've never really brought in people from outside this industry. I've always been able to sort of attract people who are already opportunity seekers, and they were once cold leads. Most of the people, literally 90%, 90 or plus, more than 90% of the people that have connected with me over the years once came through a funnel of mine. Okay, they might have been attracted to a marketing system that I created. Again, that's really just a lead magnet. They might have been attracted to my funnels, my share codes. I mean, guys, I'm giving out these share codes. They become yours. So, you be the leader. You pass those on as the clickbait. Okay, that's really what I'm doing. Is I'm just giving out the value, and I've attracted a lot of people in this industry. Yes, I recommend doing YouTube, and I definitely recommend you doing YouTube. I recommend doing, you do social media. At the end of the day, it's all the same. You're collecting cold leads. You're collecting people that are attracted to you. Well, how do you attract them? You attract them by giving out value. You become that person of value. They're going to, most of the people who've been connected to me have come through my funnels. Okay, most, if not everyone, have been connected to me because simply they are opportunity seekers. They might have been involved in another business. They're not really looking to join whatever it is I'm doing, but eventually they come round because I'm the one who's creating the funnels, the marketing system, this and that. They like my training or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you're not going to be putting out some value, it's going to be hard for you to really make it work. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm sorry, but people are drawn towards people who are giving out value. It's just common nature for human beings to want to be drawn towards people who are just giving out value at the end of the day. So that's why I give out branding systems and marketing systems that you can use and rebrand. That's why I do that kind of thing. That's why I like LeadsLeap, because LeadsLeap allow us to have a very clever share code system in there. So once I give you the done for you pages, you have them on your account. Then you can give out those pages to your team. You become the person of value. So, don't think that you have to be someone clever and skillful or whatever. I've done these pages. So, you can access these pages. Like I've got these pages for Live Good. Okay, I've got the training. Okay, these Live Good share codes. And I'll put the link below to these share codes, and you can have access to them. But you can share this page. There's no link to any Live Good page. There's no link to any affiliate link or anything like that. You can share this page to your team, okay, and let them have access to the share codes. But you don't have to be some kind of guru, all right, in order to do this. Once I've given you the link, and you can get the link in the video below, join LeadsLeap, okay, partner up, okay, and then get your team involved. Let your team join LeadsLeap and share these share codes out to your team, and they'll thank you for it. Okay, these share codes become your share codes. But obviously, I'm not going to just put out a lot of content. This is premium content. I put a lot of time and effort into it. If you guys partner up with me, I would appreciate that. So get on board, join us, and let's work together, because I'm sure that down the road you're going to perhaps need my help. So we've got the training in here, but guys, I'm happy to help, but I can't help everyone, and just get on board, work with me, and I'll be bringing out more content. All right, well, I hope this video training was useful. I just wanted to share some valuable tips on how to set up lead capture pages, what are the purpose of lead capture pages, how you can use them, and to maximize your journey in this industry. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next training. Bye for now.